Hi guys, and here, welcome back to my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. We're here still outside the railway station in our Alpine area, and today we're going to focus on getting this lake up and running and think about some of the pathways we're going to be connecting the lodges to the stations and around the other area, and likewise connecting up things like this, our sniffer farm where they've been churning out the seeds, and we've got ourselves not too bad an amount of seeds. I mean, they're not fast creatures. I could breed some more up and get some more seeds that way, but I think right now they're doing just fine as they are. I think there's 5 of them in here, all busily sniffing away and finding those seeds for us. But say today, first thing is this lake, and I think first things first, I've dug it out a bit deeper. I've took out the bottom supports from this pillar here. I'm going to first things first is come in, and I'm going to get some water down and start filling this lake up. And then once that's done, I think we have to go out off a trip and to get some more resources. I need some lower lily pads, and I could do some more vines. I've only got 3. I could set a vine farm up. I've got some water up here. I have. Get a vine farm set up at some point as well. What I could do is get some more vines probably at the swamp at the same time, and then go get ourselves a little bit of coral. I want a lot of coal in here, but I want to be able to grow some sea pickles and expand them and use them for lighting underneath the lake. Just give us a bit of illumination and make things a little bit brighter, a bit more clearer down there. So, first things first, we'll get the lake filled in, and then we'll go and get some resources, and we'll see where we're after that. And here we go, one completed, well, initial part of the lake. I like the fact that you can see that actually going into the water there. Sounds like quite nice. I've got a texture pack which makes water clearer to see in as well, which does help you see the lake a bit more in detail. But now I need to go and get some resources. I've only got 3 lily pads, so I think in here I should actually, I've got shears anyway. Shears there anyway. So I'll take you. I'll take my bed with me. I'm going to go and get some coal from the reef, which is somewhere in that direction, and I think there is a swamp actually back of the Thingamabobby desert. There's a mangrove swamp there. I think they've got vines, so I think I might go down there as well and get myself some vines from there as well, get some coral reef, and then we can come back. Actually, the mangrove swamps have the lily pads. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. We'll go and find out. I suppose when we're there. But go get some resources, and we can then start getting that pond decorated up, and then get that thing ticked off the book. And we're back. We have got plenty of coal. Got some vines, which I can then add to some cobblestone to make some mossy cobble. I also grabbed up some buckets of tropical fish. Thought they might come in quite handy. So let me get this down and a stone cutter out. Let's do. I think I've got some more mossy cobble in there, or some normal cobble. Now I'm just going to come into around here, and in some of these places I'm just going to start putting a little bit of cobble down. Maybe mix it in with some normal cobble. Not everywhere, but add a few patches in around like this. In fact, put some right here, and then this will just help add a little bit of something to the bottom of here. And then I'm going to get a bit of the coal. Don't want a lot of coal in here because, in all fairness, it's an alpine lake, but in all fairness, I just want a little bit of colour in here. I might just come in with a couple of these fans as well and just try and make this area look a little bit different. And then finally, I've got a bit of bone meal to chuck around on here, just to break up the last few blank areas, and then just come in, took a few sea lanterns down. Sea lanterns, not sea lanterns, sea pickles. I'll just come in, pop a few sea pickles down. And then that should hopefully give it a little bit more detail. A bit of light as well. Alright, there we go. That's not looking too bad. I think right now. Finish off with some final decorations. Did I get any sugarcane from down below? No, I didn't. So I'm going to add in a few trees on the outside, get some the lily pads in, a bit of sugarcane around the edge, and then we should be looking good. Once that's done, we can turn our attention to the pathways. So I shall return shortly. And here we go, we are back. I've released the fish as well. Added some bone meal in there, just to give a bit more of the seagrass underneath as well, give it a bit more colour. It also as well, I've had put little patches of moss as well, just keep some of that green in place down there as well, with the lights, the sea lanterns, not sea lanterns, sea pickles going around, giving a bit of light as well. That should work out quite nicely. I've added a little bit of vine just to the centre stand there, because that's in the water as well. I think that works out quite nicely. I think it looks quite nice. The fish all swim around quite happily. It's nice to see the fish in here actually making use of them. They don't tend to bother putting fish in these lakes, but I think it makes a big difference when you actually see something in here floating around. So with this now done, it's done to a point. I now need to put a pathway around the edge of it, and then also need to think about pathways elsewhere in this valley. I mean, this will set a sort of a precedent for the pathways going forward, and there's going to be 3 different types of pathways. So the first pathway will be the path block going around the edge here, so something along the lines of, I'll just actually burn with all this, but we'll take this all out again, and then a little path block going around here, and then we'll probably mix in a few slabs in there just to sort of break it up as well, and then get a bit of coaster in as well, and we'll get this pathway going all the way around this lake. That'll be the, and for any of these small offshoot paths going anywhere, we'll probably take that approach. The second one will be the paths which are going to be leading up into the houses and around the houses, and that's going to be primarily spruce, because that will then match the main pathway around the train station. So let's find an example. So up here, this got a side end. It hasn't got a side entrance. This is its only entrance. So here. So what I'll do is put you like that. Can I just get our hand on one snow block? Pop you in there, and then we'll basically put. Let's cover that up there. And then we'll probably put a little path in like this. And then probably somewhere here, we might have sort of like a pathway coming up, like so. And then that can come up to there like that. Maybe I'll thicken up a bit as well, like so. We'll take you out there. But we'll thicken it and add into it, and then that gives a pathway into there. And likewise, this pathway can maybe continue around the back here, connecting up with these houses, go along there, and then other pathways will meander around, connecting all the other buildings. And then finally, the third path, which will be the main path going around the rest of this valley. And this will be partly done now and partly finished in 1.21. And that is, I want to use tuft and andesite. So, let's say for example, coming out here, I might add a few of the blocks in here just for some idea as to how much they blend in. Let's just take this out here. I'm just going to come in here. See, I can get half slabs of andesite, but at the moment there's no half slabs of tuft. Oh, thanks. Appreciate the rain just right now. Oops. So let's pop in with some andesite. That doesn't look quite right, does it? So it'll be a pathway like that, and then half slabs of andesite and tuft when 1.21 comes along to sort of help meander the path round. But this will be the main path, which will go around the areas, connecting different parts of this valley up as we expand it, going forward. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut away. I need to put a pathway from here, which will go sort of down here and connect with the wooden pathways that go up to the houses. Probably connect as well onto the pathway around the lake. And then I think at this side as well, we'll have another one of the main pathways coming off from this side. And then probably going down. Again, probably connecting to the pathways in over there, pathway there. And then it'll branch off to a pathway which will go off to the entrance to where the sniffers are. And I think that will make us a start. And then once the pathways are in, we can come back here with some hedges and some lighting and sort of really start finishing off this area. My game went a little bit jerky. I'm currently rendering a video at the moment, so just froze for the moment there. But yeah, so we can get this area down here finished. And then, I mean, we may come back and add something else back here as well going forward. But at least the pathway down here will start connecting up the houses to the central station, to the pathway around here, to the sniffers. Starting to feel like this area is becoming more complete. So let me get that done, and then we'll see where we are after that. Right, and we are back and we are done. And we have got ourselves one completed lake. Let me see if we get a bit higher up here. And then we can have a look from above, up above. And there we go, one lake down. Got a pathway coming out from this side. And from that side, they both go down to there, and they're connecting to there. These can then lead off elsewhere when we get the need to expand them. A few trees around the lake, a pathway around it as well. You can actually see a little bit of stairs going up there to the different houses, so they've all got access that way as well. And this kind of completes off this area quite nicely, and it sort of finishes it off. There's a few spaces down here which still need maybe some more flowers in there, some more decoration, which we'll look at a later date. But I'm now getting an idea now again with the lodges of how I want to expand them. So down there, I can put a lodge what looks down along the lake, which will look quite nice. Maybe clear some of that land out, put one in there, and maybe raise one higher up there. Maybe, might be quite nice. But then I can think about maybe there's a gap there between those two sort of mounds of earth. Maybe one there, and then I can start moving them around that side of the valley there. And maybe a few a bit below. It's giving it's sort of marking things out now, making things a bit clearer. But let's pop down here and have a look what we've got down here. So again, I've just used half slabs of andesite here for the moment. But say when 1.21 comes on, we'll have half slabs of tuff. We can come and bring them in here as well. Lanterns around here for lighting. Now, I was going to... My main source for lighting around here wasn't necessarily going to be just lanterns, but also fog lights. I'm kind of thinking I need to focus on the fog light farm going forward. So I think I'll look towards doing that in the near future. But coming on here, then we've got a separate pathway, which is coming off around here, goes around the lake. Some of these probably need a bit of a trim to keep these shortened. But a little pathway goes around here. It's a little bit tight, it's a little bit close, but then again, it's just a nice little lake around here. And so I've just been at the Blaze farm repairing my tools. I'm going to start gathering some more of these berries, start spreading these around now. I've not got a lot actually, I could do the berry farm. But I like the fact that you can hide them out of the way. You just get these little hints of red from them. They look really nice. You can use them to express some more around. But this pathway goes all the way around. Again, little pathways going up the hill to the houses. And then this will come back here. I've had to modify the land a little bit just to get the pathway to fit on and squeeze in. But it does work. I'll come back down to here. Let's pop one of you in. There we go. And then these start coming up here. Need to find more decoration around these paths anyway. I focus more on just getting the pathway in. And that way, that comes here to that lodge. It didn't go back that way. Did I not bring this one back around? I did bring some of these back around. Right, so that this one here is that pathway there. I might actually extend the pathway that way as well. This comes around to here to that one there, around the back. Again, I think there's some more decoration to these paths. This actually gets them just connected up though. And then this comes back around to here. There's one there. And then there's one here. That brings us back round to here. Put you in there. But this is one nice little area, and again a little pathway. What's going to take me down here and into here, and where we've got ourselves our sniffer eggs. And this is all good. This is all good indeed. I'm very happy with this. Actually feels like I've got some sort of progress in this area quite now. Now with the lodges in, I've got a connection between the lodges and the train station, and that fills in the area quite nicely. Like I say, still some gaps to fill in, but we'll work out what we're going to do with them going forward. But it does make it clearer now where sort of the lodges can go, sort of going further around. And then I was sort of thinking maybe instead of all straight face forward, maybe some lodges what are on an angle as well. Take that challenge on. But I think this will start to come out quite well. Very happy with this. And a good progress forward. But I think fog lights is something I want to think about getting hold of. So I think maybe next episode we'll go hunting for fogs. And then maybe think about getting the fogs next episode. I think that'll be the first step. Getting some. I think we did 3 different colours in a cold, temperate and a warm biome. And I think the bastion we raided is a treasure bastion. It's got the spawner in. So that might be a good place to potentially put a fog light farm. But that's for the next episode anyway. I think right now I'm quite happy with the progress that has gone. I just realised that this line going into here doesn't have any of the yellow on display. I think I'll have to correct that. Get some yellow in there, just to know what colour line it is going forward. But on that note, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. It's been quite interesting recently. I've lost my internet. I've come back temporarily. I haven't got it fully back. I'm just running on a unlimited data sim into a separate router we just bought. It at least means we've got internet, so that's the first step anyway. But that will help us out going forward. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, consider subscribing if you haven't done it already. Ring the bell to be notified of future content, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.